Hey everybody, before we get into the episode, I want to take just a quick second to say a very special happy birthday to Zebra's son. And I won't say his name for the sake of keeping children's names off the air, but we love Zebra very much and we knew it was his birthday. So happy birthday, unnamed child. And we hope you had a great day. This is going to be coming out much later, but know that we were thinking about you on your birthday.
This message brought to you by the National Council for Not Doxing Children.
Last time on Lawful Stupid. Just as you were about to attack someone you know to be fabled, he steps out. It is the brother of Jeremiah the Goliath, Cain. Plaything, attack, is using mind control.
I'm gonna run over to him and I'm gonna take the Light Eater blade and I'm gonna point to his fucking throat and be like, call off your mind control.
Fine.
B is just going to approach Ryan. So what's up with that?
This tree, it's quite amazing, really. It creates a replica of anything that you touch to the bark. It's quite amazing. You see that up there? What do you notice?
The moon is red and big.
It's red and big. Mm-hmm. Do you know why it's big? It's getting bigger because it's getting closer. Careening towards Nove Terra, as it were. The K&G is my attempt to find the scales. And look at you, leading me right down the path to victory. An axe enters to the front of his chest, and he just smiles creepily once more as he falls to his knees, and then is dead on the ground.
B is like on her way to like stand next to William and just touch the tree just out of curiosity at this point.
A sack grows, and there's like a baby that has formed in this sack.
There's a creepy basement with a lot of evil and bad things in there, and I let him loose, so clock's ticking.
It is madness and chaos down at the K&G. People running around screaming. There are K&G agents on the floor. Some of them are in pieces. You make your way to a briefing room very close by.
William, as the director, opens the door with his key. Let's go. Follow me.
The door that you come out of, Fume, you recognize the uniform of Taggertian soldiers walking intermittently with this army as they continue to march further south, presumably toward the Catacomb Isles. And you can see in the distance is the dome that covers the catacombs and like a light that is coming from the top of that. It's a red light that is shooting up into the sky. That's what is pulling the moon, and that's where it's pulling it to.
William puts on his clothes.
And it billows. And that's what you see is this giant army marching south. You've just stepped out of a safe house into the biting winds of the frigid winters of South Barrow. You ascend a slippery and rocky path up a snow-covered hill that is backdropped by large mountains. As you crest this hill, you behold a wondrous sight, perhaps even frightful. Thousands of soldiers uniformly dressed in all black march rank and file, like ants who've caught wind of a vacated picnic. There's something else of note. Large machines move with the Taggertian army. But they aren't quite machines. They move almost organically. The army moves steadily south toward what you know to be Catacomb Isles, the home of the sleepers. Let's pick up. You see the site below you.
Well, it's fucking cold, and I hate everything. I'm gonna prestidigitate myself warm as well as Fume, because William's already hot.
Hell yeah. Indeed.
Yeah. It's about time you admit that.
I just want to be clear. I spent my entire adolescence, listening to the confessions of Taggertian soldiers. We need to be on our best behavior. We've done a lot of punking. We've treated a lot of royalty like children. We've done like a lot of horrible things to really good people and kind of gotten away with it up to this point. These dudes are I don't know how to tactfully say Nazi. They're like authoritarian. So here's what these guys do. When these guys are groomed for officers, they say, "Hey, welcome to the officer candidate school. You're gonna have to raise this blink dog. It's incredibly difficult to care for. They're magical creatures. But you're gonna fight alongside it. It's gonna be really cool." And you're like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be like a badass fighting force full of blink dogs." But then on graduation day, they go, "Okay, there's just one last test." And they can kill the dogs. And they're blink dogs. So they're real hard to catch. You know how hard it is to kill something that you love when it's teleporting around the room? You're like, "Please just let me do this! I'm so sorry, Mr. Snuggles!" Anyway, so I washed out. It's really pretty.
Anyways, it was difficult, but I did it.
Anyways, I was top of my class.
Mr. Snuggles was bad at teleporting. I knew what was up. My brother went through 3 years prior, so I didn't feed that fucker. He was weak.
He's weak. Malnutrition
No,
like a
he was not there to put
motherfucker.
up a fight. The day of graduation, he's like, "Why am I wearing weights?"
No
No dongs were hurt in the making of this podcast.
No, so I'm just saying, those guys are Narvars, so we should just probably leave. Not talk to them because they're so
Don't
scared.
we have to go through them or around them to get to where we need to go?
Right, but I could make us all very stealthy.
So here's what you'll know, kind of just offhand, is that the Catacomb Isles are about 2.5 weeks by the way that they're traveling south from you.
I mean, if you want to try to get these guys to fight the evil god with us, like, that might be a good idea, but it's like a little old lady who swallowed a fly, because if we do get all these guys in a room together and we do manage to kill this very powerful goddess, they are now the most powerful evil thing in the room. So now we gotta kill all that. And it's just like, okay, well, now we're the most powerful evil thing in the room because we just killed a lot of people, so then they gotta kill us. And it's like,
Where does it end? Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's like, so maybe, I mean, we can try that if you guys want to, but just know that, like, what we be getting ourselves into.
All right. I got some here. It's just long shot. I don't know if you're interested. You know the customs of these folks, yeah?
I mean, it mostly consists of not acknowledging that you have feelings and being threatened and belittled by any form of intelligence.
Perfect. So you'll fit in. I'm kidding. He kind of punches you on the shoulder.
I'm dumb. I punch him on the shoulder back.
He
I'm gonna roll
explodes.
damage. I'm very good at punching. It's like not equivalent exchange. It'd be like if I punched him on the shoulder and he shot me in the leg.
Raises
'Cause
plastic
that's what
off of
that's our
it.
thing.
Oh, no.
He says, "We got 2 weeks to travel. What if we try to blend in?"
Or claim ourselves as civilians
Breeze looks
that need
to...
protection going down?
I don't know if that'd work.
They'll never believe William's a civilian. He's too handsome.
It's not the first time this has been a problem. I could just get some armor and stay under the armor forever.
Hired... I'm not sure. Hired accountant.
Wait a second.
I'm
That
an
means something
accountant.
different on the internet. That means something different on the internet, Avon.
I'm an
Does it?
I know what I'm doing.
this is great.
I know what I'm doing.
I'm so innocent. I'm so
no.
innocent. I don't know what's going on. Dwayne's like taking his
That's
clothes off.
Not an invoker. I'm an accountant.
When somebody asks a sex worker what their profession is, they may reply with, "Oh, I'm an accountant," because it's kind of like a boring profession. It doesn't lead up to any follow-up.
Nobody asks questions, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, okay.
I do accountant things. I work at accountant's work.
Because I'm an accountant.
Oh, I'm an accountant. That's what I think of when hearing that. Great. I learned something today.
Yeah, that you got
Thank you, Raybon, for bringing that, having that being brought up.
You're welcome.
So
So we have a
wanna
2.5
play
week
these guys?
march, and we have an army ahead of us.
Yeah.
And they have machines. They're conceivably... I don't know. I feel like they would be faster, because they're going to have a forced march. Unless we, booked it. It's a
I think
long
3
period of
people
time.
moves a lot faster than 1,000 people, though, right?
Well, I mean, if they're neo-Nazi, they're not like they don't care.
You gotta think about it, even in a regimented march, right? So like there's a thing we call the accordion effect that happens in marches. So like somebody at some point is going to trip on a rock, and when they do, it's going to cause the person behind them to stop, and behind them to stop, and behind them to stop, and it just like creates a 5-minute stop because one guy stumbles.
Well, and ideally they're gonna have scouts ahead.
Sure.
So we'll have to deal with that. How do we get ahead of them? How do we get ahead of them?
Do we want to get ahead of them? What if we, like, they got these big machines, do we just, like, jump on one and hitch a ride and not walk 2 weeks and then just, like, hop off whenever they either turn off our path or we get there?
Seems doable.
But they're gonna stop to eat and stuff. Like, they won't keep these, they gotta refuel. They can't keep these machines going just for a 2 week straight, right? So there will come a time where we will have to deal with that. Yo.
Don't we also have all these baby K&G agents with us that we just yeeted out the door?
They are also here, yes, right?
I think they're not up on the hill with you. They're like just outside the door, kind of like huddled together, waiting for somebody to point them.
I forgot about that.
Okay, so William, as I understand it, you are currently the leader of the KNG. That's what was explained to me by you last night.
Breeze looks confused.
Well, I was the leader when I looked like the leader.
Breeze is not confused anymore.
I'm not the leader of the KNG.
So you, William, are not now the leader of the KNG, having killed and deposed the previous leader.
Oh yeah, he's not dead.
Because that's what you told me you were going to do, and we never like re-linked up after that. I just assumed.
Good point.
I thought
William looks at Breeze like angrily. I had a plan.
A plan was executed. Intent met.
No, I disagree. I was going to topple that asshole.
He's not a bad guy. I think we got this whole thing mixed up.
So real quick, the KNG, they're secret, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they can't be that secret, because like somebody has to supply them, right?
No,
so like world government leaders that like are in on the secret have to exist. Is there a KNG code word so we can like conscript aid for global calamities? You'd think they would have established that.
Yeah, it's pecan.
Oh, perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
well then I'll just run over these two.
I read that
guys.
on the back of his card when I stole his
I speak
key
with
card.
the same accent as them, so I'll run over there and I'll be like, "Hey, Pecan Bit," and then they'll have to come help us.
Yeah, those 10,000 troops will have to be on our side.
All right, well I'm gonna go right now because I believe you.
I don't think it's a good idea.
I'm gonna go right this second because I believe you, William.
Nope, don't listen to him. Hey,
Yeah,
that's a
probably
bad idea. But I mean,
No, I'm not talking
All right.
Breeze. Breeze, you messed up the plan.
Okay,
I heard you're
Yeah,
a
he
plan
did.
messer
well, I'm just going
upper.
to sit up on top of this thing
So I
and shoot
trust
everybody
William.
in the head who tries to attack me, because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I'll just
View.
Why would that happen? They have to honor the sacred
Pecan
code
Bit's
of
not a
Pecan
thing.
Bit.
It's not a thing. I lied.
You wait. What do you mean it's not a thing? You just said it was.
He just said
Yeah,
he
I
lied.
this blind
Yeah.
trust.
What? No, I don't.
Listen,
but that
I'm
would mean you
very
lied
frustrated.
to me. I know that
Yes.
you lie. That's like what you're good at. But that would mean that you lied to me, though.
Yeah, I did. It was
You
a
would never
joke. It was
do
a
that.
jest. I didn't think you'd take me seriously. Why would Pecan Bit be?
It's literally worked before.
Oh yeah,
A story that I read
Yeah,
In your fan
about
fiction?
brave
Canon.
pirate adventures.
yeah. Yeah. That we do have a problem here. I also have to summon the Megmalos.
Megalos.
Yeah, Megalos. Which I don't know how to do.
Could you?
What if you think about it really hard?
Maybe if you think about Eshi really hard.
That's a different whistle that gets blown.
What about
Blow my
both?
whistle.
Think about both really hard.
I do have a coin that summons a bunch of orcs, which
if
I
we
should
were
do now,
riding-
right? Like,
Yeah,
because I have a couple weeks to get here.
We're
Maybe
marching.
not with a whole bunch of soldiers and making them do a
Yeah, but they need
forced
time to
march.
travel.
But-
They complained about that.
If we're riding the Megalos, the Taggertians probably will not buck with us. Because that thing's scary. So you can get the Megalos here, we can ride the Megalos. we will probably be unaccosted.
Do you press that button on that coin?
For the orcs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to take them 2 weeks to get here. I pressed the button.
Boom. Just noted. Yep.
I whisper their name into the coin and know that it's going to take 2 to 4 weeks to get here, based on shipping speeds. It's pandemic.
You know, every time is different. So
Yeah.
just manage expectations.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Ashley!
Roll a... what would that be? That's a...
I don't know. This is your
it would
crazy.
be a
What
spell.
does C6 say
Long
about?
speech or
I
something.
mean, yeah, are you doing a
Lifelong
spell, or are you trying to
bonds.
do like a roll for it?
No, him and Ashley are connected.
Yeah,
right?
we have
So
a
they can-
connection.
are they
She
able
was
to
in my head for a
communicate
long
telepathically?
time. I assume she gave me instructions on how to summon this megalos in my intimate training with her.
She should have gave you something like it has like this thing you can hold like a medallion, and it has like a snail in the front, and you have to hold it out with both hands in front.
I checked my
and
inventory. Does that
say-
exist?
It does.
Oh,
in
cool.
there.
I pull out this this medallion I don't remember getting because I'm a good player and remember everything.
It's because he never gave it to you. This is power.
This is me
Ranger,
DMing
it's a
right
bad
now.
one. I want. I want everybody. Hey, everybody out there listening. I want you to know that I know that Devin is describing a morpher, which isn't what they use to summon their Zords. Their Zords are controlled by Zord crystals. I know that, and you know that. Don't let Devin get you down.
But this is a
Trying his
different
best.
thing. It's different because
It's also
it's not
it's
Power
also
Rangers.
legally distinct from that other.
Yeah, it's
thing.
not
It is
Power
legally
Rangers.
distinct.
It just happens to be similar.
It is under fair use.
It's the Immortals, is what
distinctly
it is. It's the
different.
Immortals.
The Immortals, the mighty
So I
transforming.
this is pretty ridiculous.
Energy
So whoever designed this system for summoning the megaloses, I hate them. And so he like does this weird posture, puts his hands together, and puts the medallion out, and summons megalos
Yeah,
to his location.
I think what you do is when you do that, this like beam, you feel the heat in your hands, but obviously it doesn't bother you. Begins to like bubble up around your hands and then shoots a beam like straight through into the horizon, like a phaser beam, and then is gone. 1 second here. You hear a horn blow. And you see the giant machines down below kind of halt, and you see everyone kind of starting to look around in the direction of where that beam came from.
I duck down.
Okay, what does everyone else do?
Also duck down.
If I see Will duck down, I'm ducking down. I'm pulling Breeze down. I'm going to get down, Mr. President.
Everyone roll stealth with advantage for me.
Yeah, sure.
So what happened to? But let's not. Okay, yeah, we brought attention. Where's my megalos?
Takes two, 3
It's a
weeks.
snail. Joke's on you. We've established
What's
this.
the light for?
As a
It's gonna
beacon
ping
for
it.
him to come.
It's like a beeper.
I got a
You paged him.
He's on his
Yeah.
way
Well,
at the speed
Why
of a
would you have
giant
me
snail.
pointed forward then? Why wouldn't I point it up?
Because it takes time to get there. She's assuming you'll have moved ahead by then.
Okay, this has been. I'm glad we talked about this.
It's science, man.
Glad
Just
I
go
went
with
It
it.
all
intimate
makes sense when you
one-on-one
think about it.
training.
I rolled a
I rolled a 6.
20.
I'm the
you know
least
what?
stealthiest. I have a negative in my dexterity. What did you expect?
Breeze only rolled a 12.
Nothing else.
But
Yeah, but I'm sure Breeze has some like train repairing mechanic to where he always rolls a 20 if he rolls less than a 15.
he doesn't, you jerk. That's the other guys. That's Neko and those.
I don't know
those
his
pieces.
passive abilities.
Not anybody who's helping
Neko
you.
and Zebra.
Only the people that murder
That's
you.
true. Murdered Lucian. Good point.
You see down below, breaking from formation, is a group above about 7 or 8. I'd say 8 of these people. Heading up toward you. It's going to take them about 20 minutes to get to you guys, and you hear the horns blow again, And the troops remain, like, they begin going again. And, so this group of 8 is making their way downtown, walking fast.
Goose stepping. Because they're Nazis.
Well, that's not good.
So, what you want to do? And remember, I will say you have a group of 5 youngsters with you.
What happened to the other?
Oh, we got 5 whole youngsters. Hooray for us.
I thought we had a lot.
Yeah, we had
Some
a lot.
stayed back, some went through a different door, and then you've got these that are coming through this door.
This is Devin going, I don't want to manage that many people. So you have 5.
You've got a pod of noobs.
Only what I haven't told you is that every time you've gone through a K&G safe house, I've been rolling a d20, and you guys have been getting very lucky. There's like an 85% chance you die.
Oh gosh!
And most of those guys didn't make it. You guys have been getting extraordinarily lucky.
Every
this
time we
whole
roll through, I
campaign.
think that's where the campaign's going to end.
But no, you guys have just been nat 20 every time. Very infuriating for me, the DM, to roll 3 nat 20s in a row.
Yeah, so troops are headed this way. I don't assume we want to fuck around and find out, as it were. We should get our babies and move.
Yes.
William points back to the newbies.
Okay.
How far away are they from us?
30, 40 feet.
Hey, follow us! And then starts moving
Okay.
the opposite direction of the way the troops are coming. So if they're coming from the east towards us, we're heading towards the west.
Okay, and so that will take you kind of along from the mountains, or this large hill you're back on, back into kind of the mountain pass that's there.
Yeah, so we should have a plan. He turns around to the newbies. Stay 30 feet back. We should have a plan.
I feel bad taking these children into combat. They're going to die.
Yeah.
I mean, they almost died at K&G base, so I'm not sure which is better at this point.
Cool. Die with
We
honor.
don't have to
I
fight.
like
What
that
if
form.
we just
Meat shields. Yeah.
sneak our way onto the convey?
Onto the convey.
Oh, it sounds like you're blending in already, Mrs. B.
We sneaks to the convey, the Taggertian convoy. Yeah.
I hate what you've done to them. I did not deserve it.
Dude, how do you think I feel? It's my hometown. And you're like, after the fact,
Listen,
like, the place that you're from is where the Nazis live.
It's like when you get out of a place and you're so happy to be out of there, but you know what you left behind.
I didn't know. I said, oh yeah, I'm going to be from this place. You're like, oh, it's called Taggart. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll be from there. And you're like, yeah. And then later, 600 years later, I wake up and I'm canceled because my whole hometown is Nazi Germany.
Yeah,
Well, no, Lucian's dead now.
That's
True.
true.
Good point.
Your
Lucian's dead.
hometown is,
My hometown
I guess, Angel's
is-
Cove now.
It's
That's where you were born.
That's where you're born.
You're right.
Mrs. B is your mommy.
I'm.
That's foretold.
You're right. I'm from the fairy tale world now. I grow weary of these problems in the mortal realm. I retreat back to my forest.
I mean, it would be the easiest answer.
Yeah, so for real, we have to have a plan. I mean, I guess we could just
Wait.
walk there for 3 weeks.
If I'm from Angel's Cove, does that mean Will's gonna try to have sex with me?
He already
No.
did it, I think, right?
You gotta be related to Mrs. B.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my rule.
That's a weird fetish.
Yeah.
I'm
Do
not.
you just like really like to speak? You can tell her if you want to.
No, it's fine. Mrs.
I'm
B
right
adjacent.
here.
What?
you
Well, that
don't
would be
quite-
A or C.
You just don't. You like really like the way Miss B looks, but you don't quite love it. You're like, man, if this was just slightly genetically different, I would be into it. But something
Yeah,
about Miss
I
B
respect
is
Miss B too much.
off-putting. Oh,
It's not a family.
no one is related to her. I
Hey,
respect
are
them
you
not at
guys
all.
like all dating each other? Because it's kind of a weird conversation.
Hey,
you're
I told you
having.
to stay back.
No,
I'm
I've never
just,
been kissed.
my power's hearing really well.
You're bad at it.
I've never been kissed, and I kind of don't. Are you interested?
I don't know. Where are you from?
Taggart.
I know.
But like 600 years
Hard pass,
ago,
bud.
like 600 years ago, when it wasn't that bad.
Oh, it's even worse than in the history books.
Oh no! No, then 601, 601.
Yeah, okay, I'm into it.
No, wouldn't you be like the grandpappy sugar papa now? Like, what's going on?
Well, I
No,
am as
for
old as you can possibly be because I have died.
That is the oldest you can be, is the end of your life. So I'm already older than that. So.
True. And been cloned.
Yeah, also, yeah, I forgot. Woo, that sucked.
So, did my fucking beacon work?
Have I lived a life?
It shot a beam, yeah, bud.
Just stupid. Should have used this in the fire dragon. Puts it in his inventory.
Hey, Devin, what's the rules on familiars? Because I know she can fly 100 feet away from me, and that's where hearing and seeing stops, right? So if I tie a little note to her little foot that says Catacomb Miles and have her fly all the way back to Angel's Cove, is that alright?
Doesn't she disappear at some point? Like, after
If she dies.
There's a distance.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's not going to work.
She doesn't die. She just, Miss P can no longer maintain a mental connection with her after a certain point. The creature doesn't die unless it's attacked and reduces your hit points.
Can you give it, like, directions of, like, a thing to follow, and then we roll success chart to see if it does that thing?
It understands any verbal command she would give her.
Okay, so you want to put a note, give it to Summer, send her back to home, and it just says Catacomb Miles.
Yep.
Or, I mean, I guess maybe more than that.
Catacomb. It's a little bird. I'm gonna have to put like help Catacomb Miles, and maybe they'll get the idea.
Okay. Yeah. You.
If a bird brings you a letter and says help and a location, you go.
Actually,
you not go? They need your help. The bird.
I don't have any other like means of communication. I wasn't given anything. I don't have a secret device to call a giant-ass snail army.
Neither do I.
You put the note in Summer's
flashlight.
Put the note in Summer's beak, and as she flies away, you're able to, for a moment, take in kind of what's going on. That group of 8 that had been tracking towards you is now about a 5-minute march from you. They've been picking up speed, coming up the hill. A couple of them see Summer and take shots at her, but are unsuccessful. She's able to get out of the way of that, and is in short moments out of sight.
You guys can just wait here for these two Taggertian guys to show up, huh?
We could just hide. I have another one of those arrows. We could let them go by us.
I mean, they were sent out here to find us. If they're not like going to do one pass and then give up. They're going to like look for us.
We could use that to ambush them, though. Fuck them up.
I think we just talk to them.
No, that's fair. Do they seem like the kind of people you talk to? We just had a whole conversation.
And en masse, no, but we can deal with 8 of them. I'm scared of 8 of any motherfucker.
That's fair.
But we also have these kids. I'd rather them not.
I fought more than 8 sleepers. That was fine.
That's fair.
I don't give a shit about these kids.
Good point. All right, William just turns around and starts walking towards the Taggertian people. Better sooner than never.
Okay.
Then he walks past the kids. You kids, wait here.
Yes, sir. So the 3 of you are, and Breeze is going to hang back too. You see him like kind of go up the trail away from you guys.
Breeze, watch the kids.
Yeah, watch the babies.
One thing we love at Lawful Stupid, among the other things we love at Lawful Stupid, is spreading the word about your business. Or maybe you want to tell your sweet, sweet grandma that you love her for the world to hear. We want to give you that chance. If you're a business and want to get your services on the air, or just want to tell a loved one a personal message, head on over to lawfulstupid.org/message in a bottle. There you can take around 250 words to say what you want. Business ads are $20, personal ads are $10. Tell the world what you have to hear with Lawful Stupid's Message in a Bottle. Yeah, you see as you are going kind of back over the top of the hill to go back where you were, you see them coming up, and there's one individual who appears to have more, just even walking with more authority than the 7 who are behind him. And he doesn't seem tired or out of breath as he climbs the hill. He is taller for what you think to be a human male, probably 6'3", 6'4". And he doesn't have a weapon out. He's walking with his black clad armor. And he sees you all and he says, "You all, what are you doing here?"
Walking.
And he as he walks up, they both get to kind of where they're on level with you. I'd say they're about 15 feet away, and his soldiers behind him. Everyone roll a perception check for me.
Great. Good at these.
I'm glad somebody is. I got a 6.
I'm not good at these. What are you talking about?
Miss B's really good at them, so we're
I got a 5. Miss B just sees
29.
them.
Yeah, 29. Yeah.
29.
She sees their wishes and dreams.
You notice that the 4 in the very back seem to be even through their masks. You see that they're younger and that they're winded, pretty winded from coming up the hill.
Oh, neat.
Oh, poor boys.
And
Poor girls.
I guess
I don't
says,
know what's in there.
"I say again, what brings you all here? Out in the middle of nowhere."
We're going to the cave.
You ever heard of glamping?
I have. We saw a red beam come from this area. Curious
too.
indeed.
Weird.
Yeah, that was us. I really have no reason to lie to you, sir. That was us hearkening to a giant snail made out of lava to come here to crush our enemy, who is the goddess Nova. He's waiting in a cave with a million sleepers for us to fight.
B just points to the giant light in the sky.
They're gonna use that to get the moon to smack into the planet. You see how the moon's getting bigger? It's not getting bigger, it's getting closer. They're gonna destroy all life on the planet, including Taggart. So we're gonna go handle that. Wanna come?
I think I'm gonna need to take you all back to the boss. You can come peacefully. I'm not threatening. I just think there's some other questions that someone of higher rank than I will have.
Okay, but counteroffer. So, like I just said, we got like this really important thing that we're doing to save the world. So my friends are gonna go on ahead because they need to do that, and I'm very fast and I'll catch it. And I'm from Taggart, dude, so like it's fine.
Oh,
so
yeah?
like I'll explain everything to your boss, and then I'm very fast. I'll just catch up.
Are you heading in the same direction?
Oh yeah, where are you guys going?
Yeah, we're guys headed.
We can walk and talk.
He says, "It's strange to meet you 3 here." And he pulls out kind of a pad, and it's like a folder. He unflips it, and there are like some loose leaf papers in there, but you see their pictures. And he fans them open, and it's the pictures of you 3. And he says, "We were told to keep our eyes peeled, because we too are headed to the Catacomb Isles."
Oh, cool.
And then he closes it, and he says, "But to stop you."
Why are you looking for us, bud?
You know, a good soldier just does what he's told. So I'm saying...
Insight check?
Yeah, you can roll insight.
Just to see, I want to see if he does know why they want us found, or if he's just like hiding behind the, I'm just following orders.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
I'm actually going to roll a history check for him too, just see how smart he is. Okay.
I like that.
You know he's not telling you everything. He seems maybe a little more important than what he's giving off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit him back with the... Yeah, I mean, you got like a really pretty picture of us all in there, and like, you're in charge of all these dudes, you're responsible for them and their lives, and like, they're not gonna send you out here with no idea who you're looking for or why. What if we were dangerous? We could be dangerous.
Might be.
So, come on, what do you know? What do you know about us? Come on.
William's gonna walk like 15 feet to the right.
And I talked to him in old Taggart talk about, you ever go down to Gino's?
That's what I was looking for. So,
you ever get yourself down to Gino's? And
I've been down there several. Yeah, I've been down there.
You get yourself a BLT, no LT. You know what I mean?
I get the cheese-filled crust, but I don't like that at the BLT. No, I'm not good with that. All right. Here's what I know. You three are wanted. Dead. Or mostly dead.
So, how come a good soldier like you who follows orders ain't killing us?
Because I'm giving you a chance to come in alive. When I said dead, I meant dead.
Oh, okay.
We thought you
meant dead or alive. But...
Dead or alive. I'm a reasonable man.
I don't know, man. He won't even eat the BLT. For? I don't trust him. You won't eat a BLT from Gino's?
You are wanted for intruding on and stopping, rather causing, the moon effect, is what we're calling it.
I'm just like, so who... Sorry.
William's gonna start flanking them. Just casually walk around in the back of them.
You will notice. Roll a perception check for me. Or you can roll stealth if you want.
I'm gonna roll perception. I'm not being stealthy. I'm being casual.
I like more casual.
Maybe a little charisma check then to see if he can play it cool.
Performance?
No, he's just walking. Just roll. I want you to perceive.
It's 11. Perception.
Okay, I'll give this to you. You notice that the two furthest back in this formation, kind of their head swivels as you go, but the others do not.
Yeah, I'm just walking around to the back of them, checking them out.
He says,
listening.
Unfortunately, I think it ends not well for you all. But you can't get in the way.
Can I just say this? You're aware. Look at me.
He's looking.
Now, what do I look like to you?
A man who's seen some things and some stuff and wouldn't recommend it.
Fair enough. Most people say a 19-year-old boy. I see that you've looked a little bit deeper. That is the correct answer. You can't take us unwillingly. You must know that now. Like, I'm not saying that we would, kill you guys all or anything. I'm just saying that if we don't want to be gotten, we'll leave, and you can't stop us from doing that. Can we start from that place of honesty?
I believe that, and that's why we haven't attacked already.
Okay.
We came unprepared.
Cool. So... I really don't like the vibe of us walking into the center of all of you guys, knowing that we're wanted, possibly dead.
I get
it. But if you want to go get your boss and this group of guys and come back, we'll talk to them super peaceful But if we see more than your boss and these guys coming, we're just gonna dip.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
You're from Taggart?
Mm-hmm.
Then you know that if I go back with anything less than you three, that I'll be killed either way.
Right.
So I understand. You're very formidable opponents. Again, we're unmatched.
See, you really flipped the script on me, my guy, because, now you've made it into a scenario where if we don't go with you, you'll be killed, and you can't make us go with you because we're too strong. So now you're really just begging for your life, right? That's just to be clear, you're being please come with me so I don't die. That's what you're saying?
I'm not begging for anything, and nor will I.
Well, I'm not trying to be I'm just saying, but that's effectively the situation, is that you're just relying on our kindness.
It's an option.
Because I don't want you to die.
Agreed. And he looks back at his men and he says, most of these soldiers were pulled from their homes as boys. It's an unjust war, if you could call it that. Nonetheless, my family hangs in the balance as well.
Okay.
I have an idea. Just tossing out there. What if one of us goes, right? Find a middle space in between here and there. And then whoever goes brings back and we'll talk with Leader Dude.
Give me a moment.
I'm going to gesture to Will and tap my head.
Yeah, what's up, boss?
Hey, so you're like... Okay, like, we have to go, because I don't want these guys to die unnecessarily. But I just want to... You're like a walking bomb sometimes when you want to be.
Yeah.
So, like, if they put us in the middle of them, Miss B and I will probably make it, is all I'm going to say.
Yep.
And I'm actually also a clone. And I've never really had a real life, and I'm not afraid to get rid of this one. So if you need to, take me out, homie.
Noted. Yeah, sure. Also, if we would need to stop these guys, that's not an issue. If you're wanting to go back with them, also not super concerned about that end result either.
I mean, we're just heading to the same place, and we can't fight a million sleepers and a goddess and the entire Taggertian army. Like, we gotta drop.
Yeah, we should focus on one. Yeah.
So, since we're going to the same place anywhere, we can't avoid it. I think it's really best if we gotta deal with them. Right?
Sure. Yeah, no, agreed, but we don't have, we need to talk to somebody important versus just these stooges.
I'm just saying, I think we're gonna have to end up following this guy back, but just be ready to blow it. This is my...
Got it. I pop into Mrs. B's head. Hey, Mrs. B, just talk to Fume. We're probably gonna have to follow these guys back. But this is... You remember when we talked about this being like a suicide mission? That's still on the table. If I have to go supernova, pun intended, I will. So...
Alright,
cool. And then I kind of give Fume a thumbs up.
The last these guys heard, Miss B offered them a middle ground, and we were waiting for an answer.
Okay. Here's what I think. I think your young friends, and he nods to all the kiddos behind you.
No, they're hidden. Come on, they're hidden.
Are they hidden? He was just going to say they're not important.
Yeah,
they're not
in the
important.
hills.
We
didn't leave them
go
out
on
there. Even if they were on the path, we advanced. Like...
well, I mean, kind of, yeah, okay, we'll give you that. But I think you're still you're in a large area, like on this hill, like, so unless they were like dug in the snow,
I think they're like up in the hills, like just like over, just like where they can't be seen because of the
to grandmother's house.
Oh,
yeah,
grandma's house.
The horses know the way.
We didn't specify, so if you want to hit on it, that's fine.
So he says they're free to go. We've no business with them.
Good.
So you're willing to meet my boss halfway?
Yeah, the fate of the world hangs in the balance. It's the least we could do is meet a guy halfway.
He reaches into his pocket and pulls kind of this coin that looks similar to the one the orcs gave you. And he presses a button on it and puts it away. And then you hear... And the formation stops. And kind of like maybe half a mile up from where they peeled off originally, you see a team of 4 peel off. And then the horns sound again. And it goes forward again. And he says, all right, that's them. So who's coming along?
I mean, it's all of us, right?
Yeah.
However, since we are in the middle of nowhere, might I propose that the young ones go along with the troops until they can stop in a town? They're not prepared for out here.
Let's just wait till we strike up a deal first.
I will tell you that those younglings won't be anything but fighters. If they hope to escape this, send them on their way.
I tap into Breeze Breeze, we're gonna go meet the big wig of this neo-Nazi Taggart army. You take care of those younglings, find them somewhere to be, and then just, catch up with us.
All right.
And then I go to Miss B. Hey, Miss B, the younglings are taken care of. Breeze is gonna deal with it.
Okay. She looks more relaxed now.
I say that openly.
Yeah, you already said I don't care about him. So.
Yeah.
Well, let's go meet... What's your boss's name?
His name is General Fleggris.
General Fragrance?
Fleggris.
Fleggris. Okay. It's a totally normal name.
He is not a kind man. And would be the demise had you not made this deal, and he might still be. He's ruthless.
Cool.
William's gonna walk up to this guy. We didn't catch his name. The guy who's obviously in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Is gonna very casually put his arm around him and say, "Oh, that guy? He answers to me." And then I'm gonna roll a pair of dice. I'm gonna roll the Sun and Moon dice.
Those are the ones that Velrun made
together
forever ago, right?
That's right. And I've been saving them for a rainy day. I'm gonna roll them together.
I see clouds on the horizon.
There's a very specific number I need. I double my vision range for the next 30 minutes.
Now you can see this guy real good.
If I would have rolled a 3, a lie I recently made becomes true.
That would have been cool after saying
I've been saving that.
Oh my god.
Forever.
He says, he shrugs you off and says, "No, he doesn't."
Yeah, good point.
Will is having a fucking time as his vision is basically stuck on 2x zoom. He's seeing like way too much detail on everybody's face. He sees like the mites living in their skin.
All right, well, no time like the present. And you guys will make the trek down the hill, kind of the flats of where they are, and you will meet them halfway.
I prefer flats to drumsticks.
I do too. Honestly, it's changed. And so you are face to face with General Fleggris. And
like
hold on. Can I ask one order? Because we're walking into a dangerous situation. What does his vanguard look like? Is he alone? Is he with a small group? Like, did he bring fucking 2 battalions?
You see behind him, there's 4, there are 3, and on their cloaks they have is like a silver. It's probably the size of a $50 or more or bigger, but it's got like this hand. As like a handprint that is on it.
Tell me more about the man himself. Describe his face. Is he weathered? Is he haggard? Does he have battle scars?
He does have a battle scar across his right eye and a patch over that, but you can see behind that is a scar that comes across. He has like combed over salt and pepper colored hair. He's kind of grizzled as far as a beard. It's just like 5 o'clock shadow, but it looks real sexy.
On a scale of 1 to 20, how strong are they?
General, probably like a 16 or 17. The other one's probably like a 15 or 16.
Oh boy.
And so the gentleman who is with you guys walks up and he says, kind of does the fist over the heart and does a bow pretty low. He says, "General." And he says, "Stand up, you maggot." And the guy stands up and he says, "Is this the riffraff that we've been worried about?"
He didn't address me yet. He's talking to his sergeant.
And the guy says, "Yes, sir, this is them." And he says, "They don't seem to look dangerous to me. Let me see those photos." And he hands that book over to him and he flips through it.
Are you saying photographs?
Or like they're drawn, they're sketches, yeah.
Portraits.
And he looks at them and he says, this one doesn't seem to... And he's holding the one up of Fume, so it looks more like Lucian. And he says, this one doesn't seem to match, but the other two could be. And what's a
I'm not even
coincidence?
supposed to be here, man. I'm just like a good Taggart boy.
Oh, Taggart,
I was crossing the border with these Stormcloaks, and I got caught up in some nastiness, man.
Where at in Taggart?
Where am I from?
You know there's like the upper level, like for nobility, the lower for like the poor, and then the middle ground.
I'm from Crumb Bottom.
Ugh, riffraff indeed. And what brings you out to the middle of nowhere?
I lived in the church. It was pretty nice. Anyway, we're gonna go
fix that problem.
Fix the moon.
What do you mean?
Okay, so Nova, you know her, right?
The boss?
Your personal boss?
That's who we've got orders from, yes. When Nova says march, you march.
Well, so Nova also wanted us to come and help out. Nova, we're in the same game. We're subcontractors.
Roll a persuasion for me, please.
I can roll deception for you if you'd like.
Yeah, do that.
I refuse to roll persuasion. That is a 6. However, I noticed on my character sheet, I have a point of inspiration. And I don't know when I got it, and I don't know for what. But
that was Lucian's point, not Fume's, and you've made the distinction that they are not the same, and so I don't know if now I'm going to use it. But
no, actually, no. I wiped that character sheet, so this Fume earned this one. Sorry. I legitimately don't know what it's for. Probably a dumb joke. It might have been from stealing all the pants, and now it comes to fruition because I'm going to re-roll this deception from a 6 and 2 a 9. I turned it all the way upside down. That's a
you did turn things upside down.
That is what up, yo.
Okay, well, if you are on the same mission as us, I suppose you could tag it along.
From one Taggertian to another, who totally trust each other and are working for the same employer.
Absolutely, yes. Well, actually, I leave you to Captain Baird, and feel free to march with us, and we'll be there in a couple weeks' time.
Sounds great.
I'd like to insight this dude.
Insight him.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like he's just totally pulling Fume's leg.
My deception was rock solid. Fume feels like he nailed it. He used that common bond they have.
24?
He wants to eat your souls.
That's what
I don't think that's... I think a 5 determines that. Like, you can... Anybody but Lucian. Lucian feels confident.
Like,
nobody else feels confident about what happened.
We're good. And so, with that even...
No. B makes like a straight face, looks at this dude right in the eye. It's like, you do realize Nova's pulling the moon down to crash into the planet to open a door into who knows where? Willing to sacrifice everyone here to get whatever she wants?
Oh, yes. But it'll be fine. Trust me. There's a plan.
Be dead.
We won't be.
No, they'll be long gone. Will just speaks up. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Listen. Yeah. You're a big, scary army. Congratulations.
Thank
It's
you.
a problem. Yeah, I'm impressed, really. Honestly. Just someone of your stature and fame and notoriety, I'm a little surprised, is all.
That what?
You know, I mean, I've heard stories of your ferocity, your viciousness, and frankly, I thought you were a little more steel of character. I didn't realize you were so easily bought, you know. I just thought Taggart was a more powerful country, and to come to find out, you're just like everyone else, and that's very disappointing.
When I grew up in Taggart as a young boy who's definitely younger than you and not 600 years older, I heard stories about you and how you're a leader of men. And I'm just so disappointed to hear you're playing second fiddle to somebody else. I'm with Will on this one.
Sometimes you have to do the small things to reap the big rewards. And this is a small thing to do in order to become a sort of god king among men.
Small deeds.
I have to tell you. And I listen, I'm a liar. I'm a charlatan. And frankly, I'm a courtier. And I really am really good at lying. But let me tell you, you're more or less an aunt to Nova. And as someone who's personally talked to Nova on more occasions than I'd enjoy, she's just going to use you for fun. And it's honestly, like I said, it's just depressing. Like, I really expected more for someone of your power and fortune to bow to a god. I didn't realize you were one of them, you know?
You speak to me of power. And
I do.
He kind of turns, and one of those giant machines is kind of it's walking by, but it's beginning to slow and almost like it has like metallic legs, but like go to like the knees. And he walks over to those 4 younglings that he has with his army, and he quickly, deftly like slashes their throats. It's like kills them, and then takes his sword. It says something over it. It glows. Something pulls out of their bodies, like this light from these soldiers he's just killed pulls up into the sword, and he points it over at the mechanical beast, and the light pushes into this creature, and it stands back up as if renewed and begins to march again. And he says, "That's power." And that's where we're in the episode. Cool. Hey everybody, thanks for listening to episode 6. I'm just looking at Shane's face. 61 of Lawful Stupid. We're glad you're here.
Paint the fucking Nazi out of these people. Love it.
Yeah, we you guys burn everything I give you, and I love it.
I'm still trying to figure out where my Megalos is.
It was a great place for the negotiation. Is this the rabble? They don't look very dangerous to me. They look like peasants.
You do. It's been a long time since you had showers. I don't think if anyone can go back and find some audio where you guys bathed, you won't look like. I will take my rabble statement back.
Miss B prestidigitations Lucian's and Fume's cheeks every morning.
Actually, William.
I don't know how to tell you this. Canonically, if anything, William cares about his appearance and has made that a thing this entire time. If you need me to start talking about the fucking details of that, I'll start doing it.
There was every single time he takes a bath, it's going to be with a family member of Miss B's. You know that, right? Is that what you want?
Is that what you wanted to hear?
Oh my goodness. It's also known Miss B has prestidigitation. She's just gonna clean up whatever whenever it feels like it needs to be clean.
I feel like she casts prestidigitation on Fume no less than 8 times during every meal.
Most likely. She also makes sure to take care of his feet because that boy just runs everywhere.
Everywhere. Up walls, up water. Upside down.
I haven't read the rules of prestidigitation, but I feel like you guys are just doing whatever you want with it. Like,
we're gonna. Prestidigitation is like you can do really mundane shit, like making anything that's dirty instantly clean.
Man.
Yep. Shit you not. Go look it up.
It's the best.
I wish I had that rule.
Hey, and while Devin's looking that up, let's talk about how you can support the show. Listen. Go to store.lawfulstupid.org and you can get yourself one of those badass zip-ups with the C1 logo on it. So you're welcome. It's super comfy.
For other super mundane things, for $1 a month, you can even go to our Patreon at patreon.lawfulstupid.org and get access to all these extra bits of audio. Lately, the boys have been pumping stuff out into the bit. I think last thing was the first chapter of NaNoWriMo that Dwayne made for Goron. Super on there, and Devin read it.
I can read proof.
Oh yeah, true.
Hey everybody, we're going to go ahead and do our Roll for Humanity. As you guys know, this month we will be supporting the National Organization Against Doxing Children. As we mentioned at the top of the show, we do love them. They're a very worthwhile charity. Of course, we are going to be supporting the Environmental Defense Fund because that is what we are doing. We want to make our world a place where people can live and breathe and eat. Did you guys know that plants undergo a process where they lose hydrogen through the process of photosynthesis? It's called photorespiration, and for every degree that the global temperature increases rates of photorespiration, which have overall decreased crop yields in the United States by over 38%. That's not good.
It's not good.
And we're not going to be able to feed ourselves in 2050 if this continues. So the Environmental Defense Fund is doing stuff to make sure that we can eat and live, and that's good for everybody. So go ahead and donate with us. We're going to be rolling our D20. If a D20 is not for you, roll a D10. Roll a D6. Roll a D2. That's flipping a coin.
I love it.
Donate hours of your time on a D6 if you want to. That would be dollars. D20. That's what we rolled, and we got a 5.
Boom. It's in there.
Let me know what you rolled. Tweet at me. Use the hashtag RollForHumanity, or tweet at me at StupidLawful, or message me on Lawful Stupid Discord and tell me what you rolled during your game. And I'm going to signal boost it. I'm going to be like, hey, this person did this great thing, and you can join them. And then maybe more people will roll for the things that you want to roll for, because you actually hate trees, and you love doxing children, and you're tired of our nonsense.
Man, being this far into our thing, if you're tired, I'm impressed.
That's true. You know what? Good news story today, and I don't know that we can really touch this one. It may just be me telling you, and that's it. It is March 14th. That's Pi Day. That's it. That's all I got. Anyone want to take a go at that?
Avon, you're up first.
No, I'll sell the Discord. Join our Discord and ask me for a pie recipe.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Hey, if you're listening to this episode and you shoot me a DM, we'll do a dad joke. Yeah, I haven't done this in a while. I'll give you a dad joke.
Okay, if you're listening to this and you would like to shoot me a DM in the Discord, just DM me and I will tell you a very important and private fact about one of the members of the podcast.
Ginge is included.
It could be me.
Technically.
It could be me. It could be Ginge.
It could be me. It could be Ginge. It could be Shainsaw Avon. It could be... Well, that's really good.
Yeah.
You can message me in the Discord anytime you want to talk to you about anything you want, but the only thing I'm going to leave you with is a riddle.
Ooh.
If everybody's ready for a riddle. Sir, I bear a rhyme excelling in mystic force and magic spelling. Celestial sprites elucidate. All my own striving can't relate. Can you decide for me?
The answer is Pi 3.1. You're welcome.
Yep.
It's Pi Day.
Pi Day, baby! And as always, we love you.
We love you.
Love you.
Bye.
If you didn't know all those words that I said, they have if you count the number of letters in each word, it's the different decimals of pi. So if you're just like, hey, Dwayne ruined that, I didn't get a chance to think about it. That's what it was.
Oh.
See, I thought the answer was just going to be yes or no.
Nope. I mean, you could gotcha me.
What's that mean?
I could. I did you with the beans.
So many things I wish I knew about life, and I'm just not with it.